Here we're going to start some updates with Schalke first. First bit of news, not really much going on right now. It is the Winterpause, so not much is going on by ways of Schalke in terms of big news. The transfer market, the transfer season is open, market is open, but Schalke is broke as fuck. We don't have any money, so we can't expect to be too many moves going on. But we have made some positive moves thus far in the Winterpause, so which is nice, you know, Zweite Liga, Bundesliga, German football in general. There is a nice Christmas break, about a month between, you know, the games. It's, you know, the Hinrunde and the Rückrunde. Serie A used to have a little bit of break, 2-3 week break. They stopped that really after the Qatar World Cup. They kind of stopped that. I miss those. I miss those times. It's a good time to kind of like regroup, refresh. Certainly England doesn't do it, and not many leagues do it. So that's why you gotta love German football, right? But we'll start with Schalke here. Some news here. So Luka Podlich, he is going to get an extension with Schalke through his contract was up, but was on the verge of getting up, I should say, getting ready to expire. But they extended him to June 30th, 2028. That's a positive sign. The youngster, hopefully, he can start contributing to the first team. It would be very, very awesome if he could do that. But because they need all the help they can get with the lack of funds. But yeah, you know, that's a good thing there. Here's some pictures with Yuri Mulder and Ben Manga. You don't realize how short Ben Manga is until you see this guy. I mean, I'm sure he's a tall player. Yuri Mulder's a big guy too. Ben Manga looks like a little guy, huh? What's the pictures we got there? Just him in front of the backdrop of Schalke there. Paul Poparel, who signed his first senior contract with Schalke in the summer, is going to spend the remainder of the campaign on loan to German third side Viktoria Köln. Hopefully he gets, it's always important that the youngsters get much needed pitch time. The best way for you to improve any player is to get on that pitch, not just the practices, right, or being with the you know, watching the senior players. You got to be out there and improving your skills. So hopefully there's some clause where he's got to play a decent amount of time, right? Because when you play, you know, EAFC or Football Manager, when you send people on loan, you kind of say like, hey, I want him to be a first teamer or, you know, a part of the squad rotation. Hopefully he's part of the squad rotation. So, but yeah, you know, good luck to him. Good luck to him for sure. Let's see, a Euro fighter with a lethal left foot. Happy birthday, 61st birthday to Ingo Anderbrugge. His birthday was on January 2nd. Okay, about a week before mine. So, yeah, happy 61st birthday to him. Unfortunately, on January 1st, it was 35 years ago on January 1st where Schalke legend was lost. Of course, talking about Ernst Kozora. Here's a nice photo of him back in the day. Pimpin' ain't easy, I tell you there, huh? But yeah, January 1st was 35 years to when he passed away. So certainly missed. Certainly one of the greats in Schalke history and in German football history as well. So all right, now going to the youngster side of things, and you know, we obviously, you don't speak German, got the English translations there for those to follow along as well, seeing this live or after the fact. So Schalke is in talks about extending two of their youngsters, two of their key youngsters, I should say. One is playing with the first team right now. Another one who is on the verge of joining the first team. So obviously we're talking about Thailand Bullet, who's been right back, center back for Schalke this season, and Zaid Amusu Chibata, who's been lighting it up in for the Knapenschmiede. Seems like Schalke's confident they're going to sign both. This is coming from Vaz, whether it's Andreas Ernst or Robin Hack. Either way, they said they feel confident on Chibata. However, Thailand Bullet, he's drawn a lot of interest now because he's been playing pretty well for Schalke this season. And so there's a lot of Bundesliga clubs that are showing interest in him. So that renewal will be tricky. So we'll see how they do with that. But hopefully we don't lose him on a free. That's kind of the meme around German football over at least middle of the 2010s till now, is that Schalke lost players on free, right? They had great players and then they lose them on a free. Hopefully we sign them. Don't want to lose them. Do not want to lose them. All right, what else news we got from Ruhr Nachrichten? Quick transfers are not planned at Schalke. Yuri Mulder on this. We are very happy with what we have here on the pitch. That's funny. It seems like a stark contrast of what we had just like a month ago before we went on this big run, where it seems like everything was the issue. We're going to get strikers, we're going to get defenders, goalkeepers, everything, every kit and caboodle. Now everything's good, right? All of a sudden, we beat all the big dogs. We are in a good spot in the table. Not great. Good. Okay. And now, all of a sudden, we're happy with what we have on the pitch. I don't know if I buy that, but if that means we keep Musa Silla, then by all means, say what you got to say. Schalke so far remain cautious when it comes to transfers. One of the big names that they've obviously Musa Silva has drawn a lot of attention. He and Keenan Karaman, co-holders of the, I think they're towards the top of the table, if not at the top of the table of the in the Zweite Liga. I think Keenan Karaman maybe have one more goal than Musa Silva, but Musa Silva has been a revelation. Great signing for us. You know, we got him. We paid money for him, but not. You never know when a player comes from another country, another league, and joins the German league. How is that going to translate? And Musa Silva's fit in like a glove. You know, especially as bad as Schalke's played, he's been one of the beacons of hope this season with Keenan Karaman and very few others. Maybe Max Kruger, Thailand Bullet. Right? If we can keep him, that would be fantastic. But if they don't, Schalke are being cautious about this because they're not stupid and they're like, hey, if we get 6-7 million euros for Musa Silva, which is more than they paid for him, they're gonna have to look at it, especially as broke ass as we are. So Schalke has Mamadou Kamara. He's 23 and 800,000 a week. He gets paid in mind as a possible replacement for Silla. He currently plays in Ligue 2 in Stade Laval. Schalke has already observed him, maybe consider signing him. Kamara still has a contract with Stade Laval. I can't imagine it's going to be cheap. So it's whatever money we make from Musa Silva, they're going to use that towards the funding of Mamadou Kamara. But I'm sure he's a fine player. But I personally would love to see Musa Silva stay. He's a known commodity at this point. Just keep Musa Silva until the summertime. And then if you want to cash in him, I understand. Or keep him, but got to keep him for the rest of the season. You cannot mix it up right now. I think things are finally starting to turn around for us. We cannot let our pieces go now. So we'll see, but this is something to keep an eye on. If that Musa Silva news starts churning here, we shall see about that. What else? All right, some news about January. So here are the games that are coming up this January. Just in 2 days' time, on Monday, we have we're playing FC Arau, the Swiss club. We played them, of course, in the summertime. They're obviously a team that we're linked with, so we're going to play them a lot. We play them on Monday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Then we play FC Zurich as well. I think another team that we are linked with. So we'll be playing them on the 9th. Well, that's next Thursday. So those are 2 friendlies for the Winterpause, and then the second half, the Rook Run that kicks back off January 18th. So our last game was just before Christmas. Was it 22nd, 21st, something like that? 20th. It was the 20th. It was a Friday game. And then January 18th is the next game. So almost exactly a month off. But Eintracht Braunschweig, a team that's at the bottom of the table, hey, must-win game. You got to beat teams below you or around you. Another team around us, within a point of us, I think. FC Nuremberg, our friends. Can our friends let us get some 3 points? It'd be nice to get 6 points from that stretch there. But Jack and I will preview that as it comes. But our focus now is the 2 friendlies, and team is in Switzerland, obviously, at the moment. Or they're in Turkey, excuse me. They're in Turkey in training camp, and so they're playing these 2 Swiss clubs, and hopefully we get good reps. Maybe see some pitch time for the youngsters, and no one get injured. No more injuries, please. Man, we get too many injuries, too many damn injuries. Probably a big reason why we had so many issues this year is it's all the injuries. Just all the injuries.